Bazinga punks, and welcome back with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 9, episode 5. Last time we had Sheldon pretending it was 2003 to deal with his emotions about everything changing. Poor kid. And then Raj and Howard and their band Footprints on the Moon played Thor and Dr. Jones. It was super funny. I kind of hope there are follow-up songs in the future. And I realized I'd forgotten to check the episode title for a few episodes. This one is called the Perspiration Implementation. Sounds like one of the guys makes a change to themselves or someone else to make them sweat a lot. Maybe the guys do some exercise. That would be fun. I still remember Sheldon's limp body when he tried rock climbing and just fainted. But let's get into this. Full reactions coming on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like and let's get started.
Ready for lunch?
Did he build another robot arm for...
Is that the prototype drive system for the High-G rover?
No, Bernadette got me a Fitbit so she can track how much I'm exercising.
Dude!
That'll teach her to care about your health.
When was the last actual exercise you got?
The other day when she tried to put that Fitbit on me and I ran away from her.
According to a recent study, simply thinking about exercise, even while sitting still, can have physical benefits. For all you know, I could be exercising right now.
Are you?
Nah, I'll do it tomorrow.
Wouldn't be the worst thing if we were more active.
You make an excellent point.
That doesn't count.
Look at all these activities the university has. Rock climbing club,
Rock climbing.
flag football.
Had me at flag, lost me at football.
You really think sports is the right choice for you?
Have more
What do you
sex.
think? We're not coordinated enough to play sports?
Yes.
Okay, you twisted your ankle playing Scrabble.
How?
I got a triple word score with a double letter Q. If that's not a time to bust out the Scrabble dance, what's the point of having one?
Scrabble dance.
Kripke started a fencing club.
Interesting. Yeah, sword fighting does hold a certain elegant appeal.
No making
And I would
lightsaber
imagine
noises.
It meets many of our personal criteria for a sport. No throwing, no catching, no running.
No gym shorts that can be yanked down.
Oh.
Or worse, up.
Preach.
This is a
And
very
as an
sad
added
conversation.
Bonus, the word touche comes from fencing. It'd be our only opportunity to use it in a non-metaphorical sense.
What about a game of tag on a French schoolyard?
Ah, touche.
She's like, what is this conversation?
I know more women are buying comics than ever, but for some reason I can't get them in here.
All right, well, what
Creepy
have you
vibe?
tried so far?
I've been stocking more female-oriented titles.
Oh, stocking.
In the bathroom, I folded the end of the toilet paper into a triangle.
Yes, that's what they want. I heard stalking. I was like,
I'm
what?
now sitting in the official breastfeeding area.
That's
Really?
fantastic.
At a comic book store?
Oh, don't worry, I've got a camera right up here, so I can
What?
watch from the counter, make sure guys aren't being pervs.
Creepy vibe. Creepy vibe.
What do I gotta do to get you in the door?
Well, for starters, you might want to rethink some of this artwork. I mean, this woman's actually on a leash like a dog.
They won't see that until they come in,
You don't
though.
know the backstory. Maybe she kept jumping up on the couch.
That is not the backstory. Oh my god. Oh, Raj.
I feel cool.
You look it.
Puss and Boots.
Puss in Boots is pretty cool.
I always wanted to be a swashbuckler when I was a kid.
Swash, referring to the sound of the sword. Swash.
And the
And then
buckler?
buckler, meaning a small shield, which you don't have.
We can still be swashers.
Well said, puss.
Fencing isn't a joke. I hope you're not here because you think it's going to be like Star Wars.
Not why we're here.
Yeah, I'm here because I think it's gonna be like Game of Thrones.
It's gonna be like Shrek.
Maybe a little Princess Bride.
Well, sorry to disappoint
Prepare
you,
to
but
die.
fencing is a serious sport. If you're not willing to put in the effort, you might as well just leave now. Notice my dominant leg faces forward.
Oh dear.
He doesn't have a dominant leg.
Well, I'm not sure I have a dominant leg. They're both pretty submissive.
Which foot do you flush the toilet with?
Right foot.
He's a righty.
Okay, show me on guard. Front foot forward, heel to toe, back foot follows.
You put your
Now
right foot
try.
in, you take your right
Advance.
foot out,
And advance.
and shake it all about.
Back foot first, toe to heel, front foot follows. On 3.
Excuse me, Barry.
Yes.
When can I stab one of my friends?
In fencing, we don't call it a stab, we call it a touch.
Yes, I'm aware, but if I say I want to touch one of my friends, I'll get called into human resources.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Excuse me.
You have to hear that in the background. Hey, what are you trying to kick for? At least they're not making lightsaber noises.
What if I put up a sign in the window that said, "Women come in"? Don't be afraid.
Oh, God.
Have you read the online reviews for this place?
Internet's so negative, I try to avoid it.
The owner stared at me the whole time and didn't blink once.
Creepy vibe. What did I say? You're doing it now. You're doing it right now.
I told the weird owner that I liked his shirt. He took it off and gave it to me.
Maybe he's the problem.
See? Negative.
Your
Frickin'
foil
Stuart.
Extended. And again. And again.
I did some fencing training back in the day.
like the Rockettes. Prepare yourself for a rigorous touching.
My name is Amigo Montoya. You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
My name is Puss in Boots. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
They don't have the same backstory, do they?
I'm looking forward to him teaching us glove slapping.
What?
You know, when my honor is
Demonstrate.
insulted.
My name is Little Orphan Annie. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I don't think that's their backstory.
My name is Darth Vader. I am your father. Prepare to die.
Nice.
It's nice to see your mind off Amy.
What's going on with Amy?
Not that it's any of your business, but she broke up with me.
Really?
Oh.
Good to know.
I hate to say it, but it sounds like he's interested in her.
Well, that's unacceptable. He's dumb, and his face is dumb.
Look, Amy's probably gonna date someone at some point.
You really think so?
Of course. She deserves to be happy.
How dare you?
What? My honor! Avatar: The Last Airbender would have been very different if that's how Zuko went about getting his honor
I
back.
should warn you that maybe asking Amy out isn't a good idea.
Barry, a word.
And now the crazy version of what I just said.
You leave me with no choice but to put a stop to it.
And how are you gonna do that?
By challenging you to a duel.
In fencing?
You've had
The duel will take place at high noon 3 years from today. If you're worth your salt as an instructor, I should be ready by then. Yeah, and be warned, I'm going to touch you all over.
Oh, good. Call HR! Call HR!
All right, I'm not saying it's true, but let's consider for a moment that
It's
possibly
true.
I'm the problem.
Yes, it is.
You can say it.
What can I do? I get so nervous around women.
You're talking to us now. You don't seem nervous.
Well, that's because I'm doing that trick where you imagine the audience is naked.
No!
By the way,
No!
thumbs up.
I can see why women don't want to be
You not
around.
hear how creepy that sounds?
It's a joke.
Was he?
Nah, I'm still doing it.
Slap him
Okay,
with a
don't be
glove.
offended, but
Guess I assumed at this point in my life I would be married or in a relationship or even have a pet that didn't run away or kill itself.
Yikes.
it really happened?
I can't say for sure, but I swear that rabbit looked me right in the eye before it hopped in front of that car.
Wow.
Anyway, the longer
Dark.
we're alone,
You know, before I met Sheldon, I was alone for a really long time. I was so desperate for people to like me. When I met these guys, it took everything in my power to hide my insecurity.
okay.
No,
we're
she's
all
empathizing.
feeling it. Yes, I'll go out with you.
Suddenly the rabbit thing makes sense.
Well, heck of a thing to say.
Maybe you should start thinking about dating another girl.
That's ridiculous.
Why? You never thought you'd end up in a relationship and then you met Amy.
True.
Who we're gonna hit
Teddy's
on?
married and so is Bernadette.
There are other
Your
women.
girlfriend has red hair and white skin, which really rubs up against my clown phobia.
Maybe you
What?
should consider women.
Oh, there's a woman. I'll make her my girlfriend.
Oh, that language
Being
is
up to a
interesting.
strange woman in a bar usually doesn't work.
Ladies love jocks.
All right.
Sips of that beer did he have?
3.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's too much. Too much. He's so drunk.
As Ash Ketchum said to Pikachu, I choose you.
That's.
What?
Oh no.
It's a Pokemon reference.
I don't know what that means.
You don't?
Well, we gave it a shot.
Okay.
How about you?
I'm married, and I'm her grandmother.
Oh wow.
Ah, what might have been. And you,
Clown.
give my regards to Barnum and Bailey.
The heck?
Stuart took that rejection like a pro. Well, he knew he was on the breast cam.
Oh god.
I don't have much. Well, this is weird. What?
Kripke.
Barry Kripke just asked me out. Hi, how are you? I was wondering if you'd like to get a drink after work sometime.
Are you attracted to him?
I don't know.
All right, well, what happens if you imagine him naked?
Oh, I don't have to imagine it.
Wow. Wow.
I smell funny.
Unsolicited. Sweat.
I taste salty.
Sweaty from exercise.
Wait.
Kind of delicious. I wonder how many licks it would take to get to the center of me.
That's what she said? Oh.
Hello.
He's a jock now. You interested?
We should let you guys talk.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave.
Look at me go!
Away from this awkward conversation.
I tried fencing today.
How'd that go?
It was pretty easy.
Blister.
I think my background in athletics helped.
Sure did.
Barry Kripke was there. Don't get too attached to him. In 2 years, 364 days, he's a dead man.
It's nice to see you. You look good.
Thanks. And I taste good, too.
She's like, oh man, I would like to know about that.
Howie, why does your Fitbit say you ran 174 miles yesterday?
Because I did, and this is my reward. What is he licking? I didn't even see. I'm imagining Sheldon asking Amy to test how many licks it would take to get to the center of him. Oh, the guys doing physical activity will always be funny to me. They at least got a little bit better at some of the movements as time went on. Really funny to see them just start sword fighting when Barry turned his back though. I actually learned a little bit of fencing when I was younger. I think when I was 9 or 10. My fencing instructor was going to be the Taiwanese representative at the Olympics, but he had the opportunity to bring his wife to America and immigrate, and he viewed that as a more practical move. And I think I taught his wife English, and he taught me fencing in return. He was a family friend, not close anymore, sadly, because I liked him a lot. We used to play video games together, too. I think he showed me a few minutes of a Castlevania game, probably Symphony of the Night. I should probably play that at some point in full. Metroidvanias aren't my favorite genre, but the fact that I played the good ones might actually just be due to him. I just randomly dropped some Eric lore there, but yeah, fencing was fun. I barely remember any of the terminology, but all of this is just to say that the episode brought back memories for me. And yeah, Sheldon thinks he's a jock now. Pretty funny. He tried to ask someone out at a bar with a Pokemon reference, which is not a jock thing, but I mean, if you want to attract someone with similar interests, you lead with them, right? So it's not like he did anything wrong there. He just happened to upon a woman who probably wasn't a good fit. Meanwhile, Bernadette was just trying to help Howard's health with the Fitbit, and he found a way to lie to her. Technically, he did do some exercise with the fencing, and it seemed like they might have fun if they continued. Sheldon was even ready to lock himself into a 3 years training course to duel Kripke. Could have just slapped him with a glove for impugning his honor instead. And I said this during the episode, but Avatar The Last Airbender would have been very different if glove slapping was Zuko's reaction to somebody impugning his honor. And then, oh man, Kripke going after Amy. It's interesting because Amy sometimes realizes when someone's being creepy, like with everything Stuart does, but also she doesn't seem to realize sexual harassment when it arrives in her inbox. Even showed the picture to Bernadette and Amy, which is also sexual harassment. It's a positive sign, though, that Amy doesn't seem traumatized by it. Lots of creepy behavior in this episode. Speaking of sexual harassment, though, Stuart. God, Stuart, stop imagining your friends naked. And he wants to get more women in the door, but when they arrive, he's so creepy with them, and of course, word of mouth is gonna get out, and he's not gonna get any repeat customers. And yet, he seemed so normal the first time he asked Penny out all those years ago. What happened to him? Making women feel comfortable breastfeeding is fine. They should really be able to do that anywhere, but the way he goes about it, just the camera, is he really that clueless about how creepy that is? And Amy and Sheldon's little conversation at the end, okay, it's a sitcom. We know they'll end up back together eventually, but the conversation still made me sad. Reminds me of post-breakup conversations I've had in the past. Poor kids. I say kids, but the actors were older than I am now back then when they recorded this. All right, question time. Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share blank. Adventures, my life, my favorite things, their favorite things. Those answers feel pretty generic, but that's honestly what would be nice. And yeah, let me know what you guys would want someone to share something with in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Full reaction can be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.